Oh my god, why is it so noisy? It's like there's a war going on near us.
JJ, we need to get out of here now. There really is a war going on between the villagers.
Dad, I'm really scared. Let's run away from here. I don't want us all to get killed here.
I heard there's a bunker. At this point, it's our only chance to stay alive. So let's all run and try to open the door.
Just don't forget the kids. They're not as fast as you are. Come on, guys, run after us and don't look behind you.
I can't believe the war started so quickly, but what caused it?
I don't think that's the point right now. The only thing that matters right now is staying alive.
It seems to be relatively quiet right now, so I suggest we take advantage of the moment and go into the bunker. At least we'll be safe here.
Also, we need to look around a bit, because personally I don't understand who built it and for what purpose. This is where our kids are gonna live for a while.
You can see that this is not a bunker as we usually build. It's designed to give as many fighters as possible a chance to rest.
I think we should find the general and talk to him. Maybe they'll need our help. After all, in a war, every man counts.
You're right. We can't just sit around and wait for it to be over. We have to act too. The most important thing is that we get proper weapons and uniforms, because in these clothes we'll be sitting ducks.
Good afternoon. Welcome to our bunker. Let me tell you what's going on here. We've been at war with these villagers for quite some time now, and the situation is dire. Many of my fellow soldiers are badly wounded, so any help is welcome. If you're ready, change your clothes and I'll send you on a mission.
Of course we'll help you. We're honored to work in your army.
We'd better get changed and go on a mission.
We'll help you too.
All right, we've got to move out. Grab your gear and let's go. I think they're waiting for us. So, first we've been told to clear out the enemy base. I don't think that's going to be too hard since they don't know we're here.
I can't wait for us to start fighting them. I'm so excited to kill them. Too bad I don't have a machine gun or a machine gun. I'll have to fight with a sword, but that's pretty interesting too.
Most importantly, don't let yourself be surrounded. Act quickly and accurately. There are quite weak opponents, so we must quickly deal with it. Strange that they are all very weak. We kill them in just a few blows.
I think they're as new as they are, except that unlike them, we've already had a lot of training, so they have no chance of winning.
Well, that's it. All the enemies have been dealt with, which means it's time to open the garages.
I agree. We've received information that there's a large stockpile of weapons and armored vehicles hidden there, so now we'll have an advantage over our opponents, and it's not so interesting to swing a sword.
I agree. It's much cooler to use modern weaponry. Too bad we're not cooperating with a secret military base right now. They had the most advanced weapons. It seems to me that with it we could stop the war in a couple hours.
When are we going to eat? I realize we're on a very important mission right now, but I'm very tired and I'm hungry.
Don't worry, we'll be back at the base soon and you can rest. Sometimes in war, sacrifices have to be made. Be thankful we don't have to hunt the enemy 24 hours a day. If we did, we wouldn't get much sleep.
Well, here we are. I have to admit we had a very easy ride. We weren't even attacked.
I can see that you have excellent training. I'm just wondering if you could give us the weapons. You know, we're a little short-handed right now. And now that you're back, I have a new assignment for you. You need to retrieve the TNT we're using to blow up a base. I think you'll be able to do it quickly.
We're here. I suggest we try to get the TNT as quickly as possible. Although something tells me we're gonna have to work harder to get it.
Who would have thought there would be a real obstacle course here? Although it's not surprising. Most likely there are such a large stockpile of TNT that you can destroy more than one military at a time. It's a good thing the commander sent us on a mission like this. After all, we've been through something like this many times before.
But we still have to be careful. One mistake and we risk not coming back. So don't go through these obstacles with total confidence. It's better to think before you act. We still have to get back to our families.
It's still a good thing we didn't bring them here. It would have been too dangerous for the kids to be here. So let's make this our classic challenge. And let's not forget the time is running out. So let's try to make this quick. And I have a feeling we're not gonna have much time left.
Yeah. I don't think we should make the TNT vault too long a test run. It's been hard enough as it is. So we're just a little bit further down the road.
Just make sure there aren't any traps inside the room, because we're not ready for that.
Don't worry, we'll be fine. And we still have to finish the trials. And then we'll figure out how to get everything and get back.
Now we're down to the final challenge. Let's see what it is. And I think I know what we're supposed to be doing here. You see these flowers? They mark the path we have to follow.
On the one hand, this is a pretty simple challenge. But if you don't understand how to pass it right away, you can die on the very first field. So you have to go as carefully as possible. Just don't step on the wrong block. I'm sure there are sensors that can detect the slightest change. And as you've seen, this location is classified, and you can't get in without a key. So let's pack up the TNT and run for the bunker. I think they're gonna send us to plant the TNT and blow up the base.
I like this one already.
General, we did it! We were able to get all the dynamite that was in there.
I'm surprised at how fast you guys are getting things done. Now that you've managed to get it, you should set it up near the village. It'll go a long way toward turning the tide of this long war. I'm counting on you guys.
Dad, why do we have to blow up that pass? They didn't do anything bad to us. And I like the way their fence looks. It's so big and tall, it's kind of a shame to destroy it.
Son, I realize you don't see them as a threat, but there are some very bad people living here. They're the ones who started the war and the army, and this village is like a fortress that no one has been able to take. And that's because of these walls. They're very strong, so they're hard to get through.
But it's gonna be different now, because we have TNT, and after we get into the center of their base, we need to mine the whole village. The most important thing is that no one gets in our way, although there doesn't seem to be anyone here. That's weird. I thought they'd at least leave a few men behind to protect the area.
It's because there aren't enough men at the front. That's why they sent absolutely everyone. After all, their war is a two-way street now, and we've become the army's secret weapon. Because while everyone is fighting each other, we can carry out various operations, and the enemy doesn't know about us yet.
It turns out that our families could stop the war. I really like that idea. I mean, we're gonna get a lot of awards and money, so let's do our best for the good of our people.
Of course they would. And the TNT is basically already in place. All that's left is to run a redstone to detonate it remotely. It's gonna be very dangerous to stay inside that village after all.
All right, everybody ready? Then I'm gonna start the bombing. Now everyone, make sure you don't get hit by the blast.
Yay, I finally get to see fireworks. There's gonna be a lot of destruction.
Oh, those kids. We used to play with cars, and now they're into killing and tanks.
Oh, come on. Look at the conditions we're living in right now. So let them have their fun. We'll do everything we can to protect them.
One more mission accomplished, and so we can safely return to the bunker.
Ow!
Ouch!
Why we fell into the pit? It seems that someone decided to make a trap for us.
We have to do something now. At this rate, we're gonna get captured by them.
Hang on, Mikey. You and I can get out of here. Just take a good look around and think about it a little bit. I'm so sore. Apparently, we never made it out of that trap, and now we're prisoners. Wait, where are they taking him? He's not even awake. That's too bad. Like Mikey said, he's a very bad liar. So we gotta find him before they start torturing him. The general was wrong to tell me and Mikey his secrets after all. It should have just been me. I wouldn't have given anything away, and now the whole bunker's in danger of being destroyed. I can only hope Mikey hasn't come to his senses yet, and is just lying in jail like me. By the way, I don't have time to sit here and think too much. I've got to save my friend and all the other guys left in the bunker, so I gotta get organized. Getting out of here won't be that hard. I just need the password to open the door, and that's where the books will help me. I've done this kind of thing many times before, so I think I'm gonna be okay this time too. But where do I find Mikey? Usually they put him with me, or at least in a cage, but now I don't see him anywhere. Is it because he just started telling me everything he knows? No, I can't believe it. He's a sweet guy, but he's not that sweet. So I think we're still good. Speaking of which, I need to get the main doors open somehow. There's no way I can get a key in there, which means I just need to blow the door. Good thing there's quite a few different blocks, and there's TNT for everything. I don't know how the sand and gunpowder got here, but thanks a lot to the person who brought it here. Thanks to him, I have a relatively quick and easy way out. Just make sure none of the enemy hears this, because they might not just catch me, they might shoot me on sight. Come on, JJ, it's time to move from words to action. After all, everyone's been waiting for us, because we're the only ones who can do missions in secret. Although something tells me our army won't have that advantage anymore. After all, we were captured, which means the enemy knows about us now. That's too bad. We're going to have to move very quickly if we're going to win. If only I could contact the general remotely. Then I could warn him of the impending danger right now. But I don't have a transmitter, so I have only one choice. I have to get out of this prison and tell him myself. I hope I don't get there too late, and I miss my family already. I think Mikey does too. That's okay. I've already got TNT, which means there's not much left to do. I think we should save Mikey later. All right, the important thing now is to get the information back to base. Here I am. I gotta get to the general. He needs to hear me out. I hope he's here right now. General, I have some very bad news. Mikey and I have been captured. I was able to escape, but I couldn't get Mikey out with me.
I hear you. Then we need to go on the offensive. I'll give you the resources to build a tank, and then get in it and wipe out the enemy. Don't worry, you won't be alone. Now go, and good luck.
Great, I've been given the resources to build a Takna, which means I'm gonna take them all down for sure. I think there's enough room in this clearing to build one. We need to think about how to make it so that it will definitely bring us victory. First of all, this tank has to be very strong. After all, it will have to withstand a hail of bullets from the enemy, and also need to install several machine guns to be able to fight back. Well, and of course you have to make him a larger muzzle so that the main projectile can demolish entire buildings. Hang in there, Mikey. I'll be right there to help you. Just don't tell them where we are. Hold on, soon I'll have no place left on your base. Well, that's it. The tank is done. It turned out not as big as I thought, but it's not bad either. Because of its compact size, it has a good speed and maneuverability. And this can come in handy in a battle with a lot of opponents. We've got to get in it and get to the enemy base as soon as possible.
Let's go. Let's go blow the place up and free my husband. They're gonna be sorry they ever messed with us.
Dad, you look so cool inside that tank. It's like a real general leading his army into an attack.
Okay, the first stage has been completed successfully, which means we can move on to the second. I've been given the latest military drone, which will help us a lot. It's equipped with a huge supply of ammo and weapons, so we don't even have to go any further.
Wow, this is so cool. It's literally like a game. Can I drive? I'm gonna kill everyone in there. I have so much experience with games after all.
I'd rather fly it. We don't have a second one. Okay, drone's up and running. All systems are working properly, which means we can send it straight to the enemy. Except I didn't get a chance to check the weapon. I don't think that's important. We can figure it out on the spot.
Attention, there is a war drone in the sky. Everyone needs to destroy it immediately. No, I have a different order. I want everyone to run around it now. I don't know what kind of weapon it has on board, but it's scarier than any machine gun.
Oh, that's a lot of speed. The drone literally fires thousands of rounds per second. Why didn't they use it in the first place? With a few of these drones, you could win a war in a couple days. Although something tells me they're very expensive to manufacture and maintain. And the fact that I'm using one now is more of a coincidence. But it was too late to delay. It's either we strike the final blow or they do. And I think it should obviously be us. Because if they do something, we could be in big trouble. I handled them so quickly. Who knew it would be so easy? And I didn't even use rockets. Now we gotta find Mikey. I think they're hiding him in one of the garages. We'll just have to get him out of his cell very carefully. I hope the rocket doesn't kill him.
Looks like I've been rescued, and I actually came to life here to see the JJ, but instead there's a combat drone flying in front of me. Something tells me my friend is flying it right now, so I just have to go after him. Only JJ could fire a missile at me and hope I don't die. What a cool piece of technology our military has. Those terrible screams and gunshots were also caused by just one drone. Such a formidable weapon must be well controlled.
Mikey, I'm so glad you're alive. You have no idea how nervous I was. I thought you were going to be tortured or killed.
Thank you so much for getting me out. Now let's all go home.
So we're back in the bunker, just the two of us. General, mission accomplished.
You don't know how proud I am of you. If it wasn't for you, I don't know how long this war would have gone on, which means there would have been more and more deaths. But in just a couple days, you've stopped it all. For that, I'll give you everything we have, because you're our heroes now.
Wow! We're so cool.
So, what are you going to spend your money on? I want to buy a car.